Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Comes set and the 0-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to fall. He can't flag it down. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Gaddis is after it, and he's safe. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Gerard Dyson. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he'll get back in safely. Here comes the first pitch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one.
Oh, right there, Matt. He had the perfect pitch, a fastball away, and he's trying to drop the drag bunt down that direction. He just didn't get it down.
Here's the 0-1. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Springer has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Gene Segura. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hey now. From the belt, the pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Stepping up now, Carlos Beltran. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway.
Carlos Beltran.
Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and Beltran's aboard. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. The 1-0 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Dyson's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting sixth.
So coming to the plate, Evan Gaddis. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. At the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now he goes down and hits a little pop-up here to the right side of the infield. Valencia is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Here's Robbie Cano now. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Off for the Mariners, second baseman Robinson.
Now here's the pitch.
Cano.
Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
Oh, that was a nice pitch. A changeup, first pitch. Hitter was aggressive, swung right through it. That's how you get that first pitch strike, by throwing a changeup if you have an aggressive hitter.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Hard hit ball to second, and Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third. Digging in to try it again, Nelson Cruz. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Ready with the 0-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
The batter, number 15.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Michael Feliz is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Here's the first pitch to him. There goes Cano. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Seager will wait on the 1-0. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Bregman ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Striding in once again, Danny Valencia looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball inside. 0-1. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2.
Well, he's made 2 tough pitches. He's got a runner at second base, and now he doesn't have to make a good pitch. Make him chase something right here because you don't have to throw him a strike.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Ready to deliver the 1-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Standing in, Yulieski Gurriel, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. And the inning will begin with a fly ball out to straightaway right. Dyson is there, 1 away. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Springer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Digging in for his second at bat, Nori Aoki. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch could be very tough.
Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Jake Peters. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Jake Peters.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. A wave and a miss.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
And a neck-high fastball that time. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Leonis Martin.
Leonis Martin comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Chopped foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Now the pitch. swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And there's out number 2. Here now is Mike Zunino. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. 1-0 count. Here it is. Back up the middle to his left. Correa. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
For the Astros, second baseman, number 27.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
The right fielder, number 15.
Here's Carlos Beltran. A base hit in his first trip. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And I think the threat of the stolen base got to him there as a balk has been called. And that'll move him up to second base anyway. The 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Zunino gathers it. He'll throw down to first. 1 away. Here's Carlos Correa now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Carlos Correa.
From the stretch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio. Getting ahead and getting them out. That's just a challenge fastball right there. Here it is. Hit it. Fastball up in the zone.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chasing after it is Dyson. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. So digging in now, Evan Gattis hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Now, did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1 and 2.
Tried to backdoor him and locked him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Here's Gerard Dyson. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Leading off for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tapper up the line. Gonna be a tough play, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in once again, Gene Segura. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in and looking for more, Robinson Cano. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Slapped hard the opposite way. Aoki is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Into the box now, Marwin Gonzalez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
Baseman, number 10, Giuliesti Gurriel.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. High pop up. Paxton is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman,
Settling in now,
2.
Alex Bregman. He's 0 for
Bregman.
1 thus far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. All even at 2-2. Here it is. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's Nelson Cruz now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Seattle, the designated hitter.
First pitch
Nelson
on its way.
Cruz.
And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Kyle Seager.
And that misses low and away, ball 1.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they double up Seager. Ready for another chance? Danny Valencia. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Takes this the other way to right. And Beltran will pull this one in, and that will retire the side. Digging in and looking for more, George Springer comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
George
Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
So it was a swinging strike 3. George Springer is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Nori Aoki stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Jose Altuve. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole...
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
The right fielder, number 15.
Ready for another shot now. Carlos Beltran, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. There goes Altuve. Pitch inside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. The 1-1 pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Paxton comes set. 1-2 on its way. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Cano will make the catch to retire the side. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point.
Jake Peters.
Felipe Montalvo is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Felipe Montalvo.
Jake Peters is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Well, that's not what they were looking for when they brought him into the game. First pitch nearly hits the first batter he's facing. That's a little bit to be concerned if you're the manager. Goodness gracious, Matt. 100 miles an hour. No wonder he swung and missed. You're not catching up to that pitch. No way.
1-2. Here it comes. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Gaddis gathers. And the throw is there to record the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Leonis Martin. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. If you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Mike Zunino.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Aoki going back. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. At the plate, Gerard Dyson. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Gerard Dyson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gaddis waits on it, and that's the 3rd out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Digging in once again, Carlos Correa. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Carlos Correa.
In there, no balls and a strike.
We talk about that first pitch and how important it is. Well, we're watching a guy right now that's throwing 80% to the hitters right now. The first pitch for a strike. When you do that, you're going to pitch deep in the games like we're seeing right now.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Evan Gaddis now standing in. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Well, Matt, they've been real aggressive, taking swings early in the count, but you're losing in this game, so you got to make an adjustment. You got to start taking pitches and maybe working the pitcher a little bit more if it's not working, being aggressive.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Dyson is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
A designated hitter.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Striding in once again, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Segura.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Ready with another 0-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Beltran has a read on it. 1 out. Here's Robbie Cano now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Coming in at triple digits there as he's fortunate just to foul it away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's Nelson Cruz now. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Well, now's when he gets nasty. He's 0-2, and you know he's got 5 pitches in his arsenal to put him away. It's almost impossible for the hitter to sit on anything. I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone, see if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time, see if he chases it again.
Ground ball left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. In now, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
First baseman.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one. And that'll bring up the point. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
George Springer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. Martin will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. So stepping in, Nori Aoki, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Brian McCann will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Brian McCann.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Zunino is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Kyle Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter.
Ready once again, Danny Valencia. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. There is Altuve. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here.
Jake
at the plate,
Peters.
Jake Peters. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is going to be a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Into the windup and the pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
Well, we all know he can burn on a base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Line drive to left. And it's a base hit. And just like that, the potential tying run is aboard here to start the home half of the 9th. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle. Double. Edwin Diaz takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now pitching for the Mariners, number 39, Edwin Diaz. This change for the Mariners. Now playing left field, number 22.
Here comes the first pitch.
Josh.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and he may have just tied the ball game. That's down for extra bases. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball game now.
Now batting.
Here's Carlos Correa now. And he could very well get the intentional pass here as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2. I tell you, he's throwing the ball so well, you got to set your sights down low and look for any pitch down.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Left fielder.
Here's the first pitch. Josh Reddick stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position. Tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on him.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. Chopper foul.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with a fastball. He's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. A.J. Reed will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Now at the plate, Leonis Martin. He'll step in trying to do something about
Center
this.
fielder, Leonis Martin.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled back. Now he'll step off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the ninth.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time. And it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mike Zunino. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Your attention, please.
Called to the bullpen now as Luke Gregerson will take over here on the mound.
Luke Gregerson.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
And he'll just step on first here to take the sure out. Gene Segura standing in. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Lewis.
Number 8, Lewis Lustig.
Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike one. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Into the box, Yulieski Gurriel. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again.
Oh, he might have got away with one. A 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
Here's a swing and a ground ball for Seager down at third. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Alex Bregman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Bregman is retired, 2 down now.
Center fielder.
So striding in, George Springer. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game. And the thing to me that stands out is that 2-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
Second baseman, Robinson
Cano waits on the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And a rather easy first out. Ready once again, Nelson Cruz. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And they'll start the at-bat with a sinker as this is chopped foul at the plate. Now here's the pitch. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And the 11th inning is not going to plan here. There are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Seager. 0-for-4 with a strikeout thus far. And that's through for a hit. Striding in once again, Danny Valencia, looking to change his fortunes here. 0-for-4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now he's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
So back-to-back sliders for strike. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Ready for another chance? Brian McCann comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And he's retired, 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Comes set with the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's Carlos Beltran. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Martin. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Digging in to try it again. Jake Peters, a hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Here's Leonis Martin. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Swinging a soft liner, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone. Digging in once again, Mike Zunino. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Stepping up now, Carlos Correa. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. The 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Zunino has it, and the throw is in time. Correa is retired, and there's 1 away.
Left fielder.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
This guy's got a good mid-90s fastball working in this game. If they think they can catch up to that ball up there, it's going to continue to be a rough game for them.
A pause and the 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And now a pitch on the way. Hit sharply on the ground. On to first, and we're headed to 13 as that ends the inning. Here's Gerard Dyson, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
The right fielder.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen.
Dyson.
And this will be fouled away. A windup and the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Another one sent foul. Now another 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Digging in for his second at bat, Lewis Lustig comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
The batter, number 22.
Standing in, Robinson Cano. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Tony Sipp, the lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here.
Now playing shortstop.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
0-2, here it is. Again, he sends it out of play.
That was a tough pitch to spoil right there. A 2-strike changeup on the corner. Tough pitch to foul off.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to... Ready for another shot now, Yulieski Gurriel. He was a... ground-out victim left.
First baseman, Yulieski.
Here comes the first pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect 1 strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2.
Oh, now he finds himself down 0-2. Look, he's trying to force the action. You still got a bunt, a strike. That was 2 balls that were out of the zone. Now he finds himself in trouble.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Oh, and he misses it. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out.
Number 4.
At the plate, George Springer. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the first pitch. Fouled back. The 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
He's in a tough spot right now, 0-2. This is one of those at-bats. You look back and you go, I got to get the man over. But now 0-2, you just got to try to make contact now.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Ryan McCann.
Here's the first pitch. And this will be fouled away. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup, that's a great combination.
Line drive to center field. Gurriel is digging for home. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mariners, 2 runs, 6 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 40,950. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.